Pay attention.
Creepy weirdo.
I would like a strong, powerful woman to protect me.
He'll fight for America.
Hip. Poopy square.
The Playable Characters Podcast. Hey, everybody. This is Brian McGinnis, one half of the Playable Characters Podcast. How are you out there? We're doing a special type of episode today. I just got in touch with a huge boss in video games. Calvin, unfortunately, couldn't be with us today. He's fighting the virus. No, he's fine. We're all fine. We hope you're fine as well. But if you're not, hopefully this makes you have some fun for a couple minutes. But I got in touch with one of the biggest bosses in video game history, contacted the show. He wanted to be on the show. And I figured this would be a great time for someone like him because he can kind of tell us what's going on. You'll see what I mean in a minute. He is from the Metal Gear Solid franchise, hugely popular. I'm a little intimidated and terrified to speak to this guy, but I don't know. Let's just bring him in. Psycho Mantis, are you there? Psycho?
Hello, Brian. I'm Psycho Mantis.
You are. Holy cow. This is thanks for joining us today. This is yeah. You still wearing the mask? Are you okay? Are you safe right now?
I'm very safe, Brian. I know where you are right now.
Where am I? Well, you know everything technically.
Yes, I do. I can read your mind, Brian.
I mean, what am I thinking right now? How do you always just kind of float around?
Yes, I float, Brian. That's my powers. I float and use my mind. Right now, Brian, you're in a place that the kings land to marry.
Close. I'm in Queens. Yes. I'm in Queens.
Yes.
Did you say kings?
Yes.
Oh my God. Are your headphones floating?
Yes, they are. I have psycho powers, Brian.
I mean, that seems they're headphones. It's pretty easy to lift those, but hey, if you can use your mind, why not, right?
Yes, I can, Brian. I could use all my mind.
Are you playing Are you playing solitaire or something? What do you?
I play solitaire every time. Brian, look down at your controller, Brian. Look at me make it move. I'm making your mouse move, Brian. Yes.
Thank you. That's pretty crazy. I'm surprised you can do that over Wi-Fi, like through a connection like this.
It's through my kinetic psychic powers, Brian.
I just realized I should have asked you, do you play Minesweeper a lot? Minesweeper, even though it's not mine. But I figured that would be...
I try to play it, but I win every time. I know where all the pieces are.
You know where the bombs are, the mines.
I know where all the bombs are, Brian.
That probably gets old.
My little Massapequa, Long Island boy.
We've never spoken before. You knew where I'm from, where I grew up?
Of course I do, Brian.
What is this?
I also know you were playing Animal Crossing.
Oh my, okay. So I've been playing way too much Animal Crossing lately.
Yes, you have, Brian. Do me a favor. Look down at your Nintendo Switch, Brian.
It's in the other room. I can't see it.
When you go back, you'll notice that your save is erased.
Oh, come on!
That's right.
I
erased your save game.
That's literally the shittiest thing you could do as a villain.
Yes, it is. It's the most damaging thing you could do as a villain.
Like, you could have burned my whole village down like you did when you were a child, and that would not be as dickish as deleting my Animal Crossing save.
Yes,
I put like 15 hours already in a week into that thing. It's not a lot, but it kind of is. Probably more.
I burned my village down, Brian.
You did? How come? That tells me.
Why, Brian? Do you know why?
I don't know. Your dad? You were mad at your dad, weren't you?
My father and the whole village made fun of my asthma.
Is that why the mask? I thought you were disfigured. Was it because of asthma?
Brian, people that look upon my face, they can never unsee what they see. I have a tiny, ugly mole right here. And it's so disgusting that you can't look upon it. I erased your save. Did I say that already?
Yes.
Okay,
Please.
Brian.
Hey, if this goes well, could you put it back?
No.
You can't restore the save. It's gone?
It's all gone. You know
Nintendo,
why? I'm a psycho.
you really are. Nintendo doesn't have cloud saves, you jerk.
Oh, too bad for you, Brian.
Yeah, seriously.
Why don't you just go call your two older brothers?
How'd you know I had two older brothers?
Psychic. Brian, psychic Brian.
Say,
Don't you understand?
I'm jealous. I've always wanted psychic powers. Like, what do you use them for now that you're not? I mean, first, you're not fighting Snake anymore. Snake saw your face, by the way. I thought it was more than a mole.
No,
Like
he
it's-
thought, no, he thought he saw my face.
Hmm,
But I projected in his mind, Brian.
yeah.
In his
Oh.
mind, I projected my face.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, that's kind of interesting.
Brian, right now I shall use my psycho powers. I'm going to put an image of a playing card in your head.
Okay.
Here it comes.
Okay.
Waya! What's
Want
the
me-
card?
Do you want to tell you what it is?
Yes.
Queen of Hearts.
That's correct. I put that in your mind.
How did
In your mind.
That's impressive.
Thank you very much, Brian. Do you know what's impressive? How many goddamn pets you had as a child?
I had a lot of pets. How'd you know that? No one.
Birds, fish,
Yeah.
hamsters, guinea pigs. Oh, guinea pigs, Brian, like you are right now. In
Yeah.
Psycho's experiment.
Are you wait? So what? You're gonna use me as an experiment?
Yes, Brian.
Well, for what? What can I mean? I'm nobody.
You are somebody, Brian.
What are we gonna?
In your village of Queens, you are somebody.
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm okay.
I think you're more than okay, Brian.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Brian.
No. What else? Here's a question I wanted to ask you for a long time. You killed your dad. You found out you had the powers when you tapped into your dad's mind.
Yes.
And you heard him, but I guess you heard him thinking so. What was he thinking? What else was on your dad's mind when you found this out? Was it against you? Was it just like random thoughts, like what do we have for dinner tonight? Or can you tell us
One
about that,
night.
Psycho?
He tucked me into bed and I read his mind.
Yeah.
And he called me an ugly mole-faced baby boy who couldn't breathe.
Real? What age was this?
15.
He was talking to you at 15?
Took me in at 15. We were in a weird village, Brian. A weird village.
You got to stay close to the mic, Psycho. Do I call you Psycho? Do you have a first name?
My name is Hank, but call me Psycho.
Okay.
Or you
Hank.
call me Mantis, but
Yeah.
don't call me Mr. Mantis. That's my father's name.
Which you murdered
That's correct.
very violently.
Yes, I killed him, Brian.
So right away, did you tell people you had this power once you found out, or did you use it for, I don't know, evil things, or what'd you do after you found
When
you
I
had
was
these
in-
amazing powers?
When we would have our school recess in my village, Brian,
Yeah.
I would then convince the children to give me their pudding cups,
Oh,
and I would trade them my shitty apples for it.
okay. Yeah.
No, because I used my psycho powers.
What is the
Psycho.
floating? What does that
I-
do?
It's fun.
It looks cool. I just don't know if like,
Psycho.
can
And
you
it
only
looks
do it when you yell Psycho powers, or can you just do it
I can do-
randomly? Okay. Just a little slower when you do it that way.
Yes, there's not very much dramatic effect. I scream.
Like, I wish I could do that.
I bet you do.
What was like
You
the
little
yeah?
tall basketball player.
I
you
did
play
play that. Man, you know so
basketball
much
as a
about me.
child.
This
Why
is-
did you quit? Why did you quit, Brian?
I mean, you probably know, but I wasn't
I
that.
do know.
I was okay at it. I was never like the best. I was tall. I'm very tall, but the kids were more athletic than me. You know. Thanks for bringing this up.
Brian, I know what that's like.
Oh,
I'm a very frail, skinny man.
well, you used to be.
I know. But then I used my psycho powers, and now,
To get pudding cups?
Brian, I am more powerful than anyone in my village.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that's cool.
Thank you, Brian.
Wait, you still live in the village you burned down?
Yes, I still live there amongst the ashes of my enemies.
You feel like you should move away. That's
I
probably a
don't want
bad.
to.
I was gonna say it's a bad memory, but you have all the memories.
So what? I have all
Right.
the space I want.
Yeah, that's a good point. Especially nowadays, we have to with the social distancing. That's nice.
That's what Big Boss wants you to think.
Yeah.
Big Boss created the COVID-19 disease.
Really?
Yes.
Such a dick.
He did. And Snake is too busy smoking cigars and drinking and philandering. And he won't help you, or he won't save you, Brian. You're all doomed.
Well,
Doomed! Look at your save game, Brian! Look at your save game!
I wish I could. I can't believe you deleted it.
Oh, you're gonna be so pissed when you see it.
I just got like the town center was just redecorated in Animal Crossing. I got to redo that again.
Yes.
Hey, here's a
Sometimes
question.
I like to look in the camera like I'm in a 90s alternative grunge band like Cold Chamber.
That was a thing back then, and they wore masks too, apparently.
Yes, I'm Mushroom Head.
Yeah.
Mushroom Head.
Okay. Now, here's a question. You said it back when you're on the playground, recess. What was like the weirdest thing you heard some of the kids thinking about? Like what, or like boys and girls, teachers, what were some of the things you heard them, thinking about on the playground behind your back or just, on their own?
They would look upon my face.
Yeah.
Brian, when they look upon my face, they would say, look at that ugly mole on that baby boy's face.
They all called you baby boy?
Yes, they did. My father started it.
Oh, man.
He told the students, and I heard them say, look at his ugly face.
I'm sorry.
Then I would make them think of their parents, nude. They would think of their naked parents. Yes, that's a horrible image, Brian.
Terrible.
I'm going to do it to you now.
No,
Look,
please.
look, Brian. Look, Brian. Yes.
No.
Yes, Brian.
Oh, there it is.
There it is.
Okay.
Look at them. They're running on a beach, Brian.
No.
They're running on a beach. I have ruined beaches and your naked parents for you.
Wait, no, hold on. Why is my dad wearing my mom's bathing suit?
Who knows, Brian? Why don't you call him and ask, Brian?
Made me think of somebody else, like
I
1989,
know.
Cindy Crawford or something.
No, that's not evil, you fool.
Oh,
I
my
have to
God.
be evil, Brian.
You are. Did you know this virus was coming? And like, why wouldn't you stop? What do you have to gain from all this? Why wouldn't you help people at this
Because I'm a
point?
villain, Brian. Why would I help anyone?
I know,
I
but
hate
when
everybody.
first of all,
What do
didn't you
mean?
die? Didn't you die?
That's what they want you to think.
Oh,
But I didn't.
all right.
Because I'm here. I projected my death in your brains. You all thought I was dead, but I wasn't. I was very much alive, Brian.
Have you seen the new Spider-Man with Mysterio? Is it kind of like that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, exactly like that.
Yeah. Well, he
That's
uses
exactly like
tricks. He uses like special effects. You're legit like,
Brian. Psycho powers, Brian.
yeah.
Brian, I'm going to project a cookie in your head. What cookie am I projecting?
Oatmeal with white chocolate chips.
That's right. How disgusting is that?
That's my
Ew.
favorite. Those are my favorites.
No, it's not. It
I
was
think it
your
is.
favorite. Yeah, you
Wait,
think it is.
Do I hate them now that you said that?
Yes, you do. Here's an image of your parents eating them naked on a beach, Brian.
Come on.
On a beach.
It's but okay.
Yes.
Clearly you're good at what you do, but couldn't you use this power for like something else? Like something more helpful? I know you're a villain, but like, man, you just show me pictures of my naked parents. Can't you do something else with this? Like, can't you help? I don't know. We have a really bad president right now. Can you like put some good thoughts in his mind?
No, I love him.
That's what I should-
He's the greatest. I voted for him twice, and I went into the voting booth and made everyone vote for him, even people who didn't want to. I created Trump.
Oh my God.
That's right.
I'm recording this, so
What? No.
yeah.
Look down at your save game, Brian.
But
Look
I'm
at the
gonna like.
computer.
Can are you? I want to like submit this to the FBI or something like that to fucking stop you from what you did.
You can't.
Wait, how'd you vote for him twice? He only ran once.
He did. Oh, did he run once? Just you wait, Brian.
You just wrote him in like 2012.
Yes, I did.
Oh my God.
I wrote him in for 2020. And I made him. Yes.
So, not to bring up a bad topic, even though you've been destroying me all the time. Your mom died when she was giving birth to you. That's rough,
Yes.
right?
She
I mean,
did.
how do you feel about that, psycho?
How do I feel?
Yeah.
Well, when I was birthing from my mother and I was born, I gave her such a pounding migraine that she died.
That's terrible.
She died.
But you didn't know you were a baby. You didn't know you could do that as a baby.
I was conscious.
Really?
I heard her say, "Look at this ugly baby boy with that gross mole on your face."
Moles aren't that
I
bad.
gave her such a migraine that she took the umbilical cord and
Yeah.
she wrapped it around her own neck and strangled herself in the village hospital.
Oh my God, that's terrible.
It was it.
But you
Was.
probably made your dad go crazy at that point.
I did. He went crazy and said, "Ew, this gross baby boy with a mole killed my wife."
Moles aren't that bad. Like some look
Mine's
fine.
pretty disgusting.
Is it?
Oh, it's disgusting. Sometimes it bleeds pus and sweats.
Really?
Yes.
All right. Well, it's kind of gross, I guess.
It's extremely gross, and it's caused me to be such an asshole.
Yeah, it seems like it.
Yes, but I will not go see therapy. Refuse to.
Maybe you should. Yeah, I mean, I guess what would be the point? You're so stubborn, and you
Yes.
know what she's going to tell you anyway, or he. Sorry,
Exactly. Who knows? But I'll tell you, Brian,
tell me.
I have something to
Stop
make
saying
you-
my name so much.
Brian, I'm going to embarrass you, Brian.
I think we have enough. Yeah. I mean, what?
Easy, Brian. How about the time when you were in nursery school, Brian? When you were in nursery school,
What about it?
you wore a stupid outfit that has a purple jogging pants and sweatshirt with your stupid little name on it.
Yeah.
And then you walked out, and in front of the whole school,
Yeah.
your little pants fell down, and everyone saw your tiny penis.
It wasn't. I mean, I was 4, so no 4-year-old's got a giant one at that point. I don't know.
Oh,
if it's
I had a massive one.
I doubt it.
Yes, I did. That's why my dad hated me as well.
Really?
Look at that gross baby boy with a huge penis and a gross mole. And he despised me.
Well, who wouldn't despise that?
Exactly. Who wouldn't? But I have a big penis. Ha ha ha.
Well, that's what you say. I mean,
You could see if you look closely when you're playing the game in my tight leather outfit, you could see a nice juicy bulge.
oh my God! All right. Next time I play, I'll take a look.
Yes.
What have you been doing? I mean, you've been in that village for decades, just like waiting there. Like, what do you do all day?
Gardening?
Animal Crossing. See, very
What?
similar. Me and you.
No, I don't play that baby game for
I
children.
know. What are you planting right now?
Tomatoes.
Do you always keep the mask on even though nobody's around, or is it just for me?
It helps me breathe, Brian. I have asthma.
Yeah, you don't need a gas mask
If
for
I
asthma.
remove them, yes, I do.
Must be really bad asthma.
Yes, I have a machine that hooks in, and when I'm home, I also suffer from sleep apnea, and this helps me.
Oh, okay. Wow, you're a real catch, aren't you?
I really am. No women want to lay next to me when they see my mole and my disgusting mask, but my penis brings them in. Yes, Brian. Yes.
So they just dangle when you float in the air like that?
Yes, it does, Brian. I'm wearing no pants.
Oh my God. I mean, I was terrified at first, but you're just kind of a dick, if I can say so. You know I was going to say that though.
Of course I did. I put that in your mind, Brian.
Oh, you wanted me to? Do you like
made
being
you-
abused, like verbally?
Yes, I made you call me a dick, Brian. And then that's what you get. You called me a dick.
I just wish if I had a power like yours, I think if other people did, sure, have some fun with it, right?
Yes,
I get
had
it. May-
So much fun.
When you're going to buy something in a store, if you go to Costco and be like, if instead of being like, that'll be $500, they'll just be like, that'll be $3. I would do that. That would be fun.
That's exactly. I do that constantly.
So you
I
save
do it
money.
a lot with. I do it a lot with contractors who try to come and screw me out of building parts of my house.
Yeah, I mean, who
They
you
come
heard?
over and they tell me, "Oh, you want an addition on this room?" And I say, "Of course I do, Hank." And then Hank says, "Well, it's going to cost me about, let's see, 5,000 plus parts." And I'm like, "Hank, that sounds way too high. I could do it myself for $2,000." And he goes, "Well, then why did you hire me, Mantis?" And then I make him try to bite his own face off.
Is that possible?
No, but I make him try.
Oh, so he keeps trying until.
He keeps trying until he lowers his price to something reasonable. I know he's trying to screw me.
Yeah.
I know Hank's game.
Why
I
is
am a villain as well.
Why is he Hank?
Contractors, Brian, contractors are just villains that are on Angie's list.
Okay, and he's named Hank. You're Hank too.
That's correct.
A lot of
I
Hanks in your
hired him.
town.
Yes.
But
He was more evil than I was, Brian. He was more evil than anyone I've ever encountered. More evil than Big Boss, trying to take advantage of me because I wanted to add a sunroom.
I don't really think you're evil. I think you're just lonely and kind of a dick.
I mean, sort of, but I wanted a sunroom.
I mean, yeah, sunrooms are nice.
Yeah, you wake up, you eat breakfast in a nice sunny room. It's nice.
That's not something villains do, is it? I don't know.
How do you know? You're not a villain. You're a stupid hero.
I'm a nice boy.
No, you are a nice boy, and that's the problem. You're terrible.
What? Have you? You got to be bored at this point. I mean,
yes.
That's
why I did this podcast. Of course, I'm bored.
That's a good point. Are you planning on using your power for anything good, or are you like besides just?
Sorry, sometimes when my mind drifts, I float off.
You have to constantly focus on sitting down.
Constantly, Brian. It's mentally exhausting.
Okay, what's the downside to your powers then? Besides random floating around?
Oh, well, Brian.
Yeah.
I can never get surprised. On dating apps, I always know the answer that they're going to say.
Oh.
It's a lonely life.
That's sad, I guess.
It is sad.
So, like, you could watch, like, The Sixth Sense, and you're like, yeah, I knew.
I knew he was dead even before I had magic powers.
Oh.
But yes, Brian, all the movies are ruined.
Oh,
I knew how Thanos was going to die. I knew how they were going to get away with everything, Brian.
Really?
Nothing's a surprise, Brian.
All right. Well, I can see that being a downside. Not being because the feeling of being surprised, even though I don't like being scared, that's still like a rush. But you can't get that. You're saying?
No, I get no rush, Brian.
Is that why you eat a lot?
Yes. I think I eat a decent amount just because I can't fit in any more of my leather outfits.
No, those are old school.
Those are great. Those are good outfits. Now I just wear a pair of dungarees and my leather shirt.
The leather shirt. Is it hot in your bunker? Is it hot in your village? Or?
It's boiling in this bunker in my village. I wanted to make the bunker bigger, but Hank was an asshole.
It's Hank again.
The contractor.
Why do you let it get to that level? Why wouldn't you just right away be like and make him say $50?
Because I wanted to see if he was a good person. For some reason, contractors can't succumb to my mental powers.
Okay.
It's very exhausting. Brian.
Yeah. I see. All right. So the thing I want to mention this before we go.
Yes.
The thing that people love. I mean, the game that your life is based on, the Metal Gear. When you could read the people's memory card, like when I was playing it, you could read our memory card and be like, "Oh, do you like Castlevania?" Or
yes, I did.
Those like, can you read? Since we're on my computer now, I mean, you can't read my computer, can you?
Oh, yes, I can, Brian. I know where you hide all your naughty files, Brian.
There's none on here.
Oh, there's tons on there.
Did you put them on there?
No, I didn't put them on there, you dirty pervert. I could see your search history. Look at your computer, Brian, as it comes down. Look at all the things I'm showing you. That
I see. Come on.
Disgusting. Disgusting.
That was like 15 years ago.
Yes, it was. You were a disgusting man 15 years ago.
Oh, yeah.
So disgusting watching movies with nude scenes in them. You're gross.
I mean, you're by yourself all day. I don't have urges. I do nothing. No urges.
No.
That's
my large penis is a chore.
Okay. You don't even like playing with it.
No, I do not. I do nothing.
It's a lot, yeah.
Yes. I'm just garden and want to build my sunroom. But Hank, you die.
Why is he still giving you a hard time? I figured this is like an easy fix for you, no?
He's an asshole. He keeps convincing me that it's more work than it is, but it's not.
Is Does he wear a helmet that he can, or one of those chips that Snake had that you couldn't get into their mind or something?
He has a hat. That's a tool company called Husky. And for some reason, I think the Husky hats, you can't read people's minds. with them.
Really?
That's
I didn't know that.
There was once I had a plumber come over and he wore a hat that was a Craftsman from Sears.
Yeah.
I got right through that hat.
Ah, okay.
But Husky, what a powerful dog it is. And that dog, I can break through those helmets and hats.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know if we accomplished much today, Psycho, but
Oh.
is there anything you want to tell people now that we got you here? You've been kind of MIA for a while. Is there anything you want to tell the world? Again,
Yes.
we have millions of listeners across the
Yes.
planet. What the floor is yours.
Listen carefully, people of the United States of America.
And Earth, whatever.
And this is Psycho Mantis. I have a mission for you all.
Okay.
Your mission is to email me the number of a contractor that won't screw me on my other extra room. I want to build a sunroom. Email me at psycho.mantis@gmail.com.
You got that one?
Make sure you send the Angie's List request with that so
Sure.
I can see their reviews.
Now, not for nothing, your inbox, like your computer might crash now because you just made millions of people just email you at the same time. Like, is that going to make your Gmail crash?
No, it'll be fine.
It'll be fine. Okay. Yeah.
It'll be fine because I can see through the real emails.
What if people don't have a contract, but you just made them do it? Like, will their brains just explode if they can't think of one?
Oh, I hope so, Brian. I hope they get such migraines and then they have to go on Angie's List and do the work for me.
You and the migraines.
I love giving people migraines, Brian.
Here's a question, Psycho. Could you do the mind powers to yourself?
Of course I could.
Really?
Yes, what would I want to do?
I don't know. You could like make yourself do, but how would you get out of it then?
Exactly. That's why I never did it, Brian. It's too dangerous, Brian. Too dangerous. Brian, raise your left hand. Ah, yes. Put it down. Now, go on your search engine, type in angieslist.com and find me a contractor.
I don't think it's working very good through this. I raised my hand just because you said it, not because you made me do it.
No, that is why I made you do it.
I'm just good at Simon Says. That's all. It wasn't.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, I don't know. So, what are your plans the rest of the day?
Dig up my garden and tried to find a contractor for my sunroom.
You're really stuck on this. Yeah.
I need that room, Brian.
I mean, don't
I
you?
want to eat breakfast in the sun.
You burned down your village. Don't most of the houses have no roofs anyway anymore? Or is it roofs? Is it roofs or roofs? It's roofs.
Roofs with a V. I know it's roofs with a V because Hank, the asshole contractor, was like, "You have too many roofs in this bunker."
I think it's roofs for some
I
reason.
don't think it is, Brian.
Sounds like what a dog would say. Roofs.
Roofs. Dogs like the one dog you had as a child, Brian.
I had a few dogs. Yeah. Pudgy.
You did.
I had a dog named Pudgy.
I know that.
I know.
I know you did, Brian.
Hey, before we go, we usually play a game with a lot of our guests. You want to play a quick game with us before we
Of
go?
course I do, Brian. I made you want to play this.
Okay. You probably know what these are. It's called Wed, Bed, Dead, everybody. So, Psycho, I'm going to give you 3 video game characters. Tell us who you want to wed, who you want to
Okay.
bed,
Yes.
and who you want dead. Sound good?
That sounds amazing.
And these are all randomly generated. Beep, bop, boop, right here. Oh, this is the first one. You
I know what it is.
You actually have a lot in common with this fella. From Mortal Kombat, I think 3 was his first one. Cabal. You remember Cabal?
Yes, I
He's
do.
got the mask, kind of like yours.
Yes, he does.
The dreads. He's got those
That's
crazy sword things.
Yes.
Yeah, he can run very fast.
Super fast.
He's pretty violent and disgusting though.
Yes, he is. So am I, Brian.
Hey, maybe you get along.
Cabal.
This next one is from the Dead or Alive series, Shiranami Mai, or Mai Shiranami. I don't know how you say her name.
My Sharonami.
Yeah, she's like the main one with the, she's
I know who she is, Brian.
Of
And
course
the third one, Brian, is Hank the Contractor.
No, it's not. It's
Going to be
Jigglypuff.
easy,
It's-
Brian.
It's actually Jigglypuff from Smash Brothers, all that stuff, you know?
And Pokemons.
The Pokemon, yeah. So what are your choices here? Cabal, Shiranami Mai, or Jigglypuff? Wed, bed, dead.
Oh, well, I would wed Jigglypuff so she can put me to sleep at night. I have a tough time sleeping with my apnea with this
Yeah.
mask.
We had Jigglypuff on a few weeks ago on our show.
That's right. Then I would bed my Sharona because she's a survivor, and I find that attractive in women.
Yeah, did you take my
Survivor.
Sharona?
Yes, I would. My Sharona.
Okay.
Then, Brian, the obvious answer is I would dead Hank the Contractor.
No, Cabal.
Cabal would go kill him. I
Cabal.
would make Cabal run, spin Hank around, and then cut his skin off.
Yeah. That was a cool move. That was a good move. If you couldn't block that, you were done. The spinning move.
That is correct.
Well,
That's what I would do, Brian.
those are pretty good choices. I do like wedding Jigglypuff because I myself too, I don't have apnea. I'm not a weirdo like you, but I have a hard time falling asleep.
Oh, you don't have apnea?
No.
Well, Brian, now you do.
That's such a dick.
Good
You
luck
really-
sleeping, Brian.
That is not cool.
Yes, it is.
No.
Go look at your save game, Brian.
I'm going to as soon as I'm done with this.
I can't
I'm
wait till you see
I'll
it.
be so mad if it's gone.
Oh, you're going to be furious. I deleted your stupid island. Whatever the crap is that you babies.
It was
love.
called Booty Town. It was thriving. It was doing really well.
So mature.
That's what the game is. So I would wed Jigglypuff myself because being put to sleep every night. Slow down. I mean, I hate agreeing with you on anything, but
Too bad.
in this,
You're going to.
did you make me do this? Well, obviously,
Yes.
you look at
Of course I
my,
did.
you look at Shiranami Mai. It's like, yeah, obviously you'd like to spend a night with that. Who wouldn't? Male, female, whatever, right? And then Cabal, he's used to being dead anyway. He's been dead plenty of times.
That's right.
So in this situation, unfortunately, you'll have to go.
That's right.
Those are my choices.
I will kill him after he kills Hank, the
Yeah.
contractor.
All right. Well, man, Psycho Mantis, thank you, I guess,
That's right, Brian.
for joining us today.
You're welcome, Brian.
Yeah. I just think maybe just think about it, about using your powers for good. Sorry if your mask is falling off there. Using your powers for good. Just once, try it. I don't. When you died and you helped Snake out, it felt good. Do you remember that? Like apparently
I
it
made
felt.
you think that. It did not feel good. I hated it. I only made it look like he survived because someone told me that Snake knows carpentry, and I knew he'd be able to build my sunroom.
What was it? What was that? I can't hear you.
My sunroom because I heard
Oh.
his carpentry. That's
knew
why
it.
I made him a survivor.
I knew it'd come back to that, but
Of
maybe
course it does.
try small. Maybe I don't know. Try something in your village to help somebody, or go to the next village even, and just do some. Maybe bring some of your gardening stuff. Maybe bring some of your tomatoes or whatever you're growing, and give them to somebody, and see the look of delight on their face.
The look I put on their face.
Whatever it is, it may
Fine.
make you feel good.
Fine.
Try
I'll
it.
do that, Brian.
If not, then whatever. Let's go bet on some like basketball games together or something.
Yes, Brian.
Yeah.
Well,
right. Psycho,
I am off, Brian.
thank you. Are you gonna float away now? I guess.
Of course I will.
Okay, bye. Bye,
Goodbye.
Psycho. Oh my God, everybody. Psycho Mantis. That was incredible. Thank you for joining us, Psycho, and everybody else. Thanks for listening. And for those watching, thanks for watching this weird first video episode of Playable Characters Podcast. And we will talk to you later or next week. Check us out. New episodes every Monday, playablecharacterspodcast.com or wherever you listen to podcasts. Bye, everybody. Thank you.
Today's playable character is portrayed by comedian and actor TJ Del Reno. You can follow him on Instagram or on Twitter at TJDelReno, or you can check out his website tjdelreno.com for updates.